Hello students, welcome to our fourth video. As we have seen in our previous video about PLC programming, right? What is PLC programming? Which are the types of PLC programming? The types includes textual language, graphical form. In graphical form, we have seen ladder diagrams or ladder logic, functional block diagram, and a sequence functional chart, right? In that ladder logic, we have seen this diagram, as you can see in the figure. Two push buttons are there. On the left side it is a positive rail, on the right side it is a negative rail where outputs is displayed. Okay. After that we have seen functional block diagram. It is a function of input and output, right? FBD, it is also called as FBD. This is the another example in which two blocks are represented, and the second block is used as input of the third block, right? These are the functions: AND function, OR functions, NAND function, NOR, XOR, etc. Then we have compared how actually the two programming techniques can be represented together. Okay, so first one we have seen that input A is input A and input B, and output Q is shown. Similarly, in FBD form, how it is shown. Okay. Similarly, the next diagram, actually the first is I 0.0 is a NO contact. What is NO? NO is a normally open, right? It is open from between the two parallel lines. Nothing is there, so it is open. When we press the button, then second block I 0.1. When after pressing the button, this will the button will look like this. Means it is a NC, that is normally closed, and output is shown by Q 2.0. Okay. Then we have seen structured text programming. These are the functions, right? You can wrap up this lecture very easily. Okay. Now in today's lecture we will see the part 4 of the programming, right? So we will discuss programming with one or two or three examples. Okay. So a single lamp is required to switch on if a pump is running, right? If a pump is running, okay, then we should be aware that it is running. So how can we know that the pump is running? Okay, with the help of indicator or a pump lamp, right? If we connect lamp with the pump, and if we switch on the lamp, if we switch on the pump, then lamp should glow. Then it with PLC we can include more parameters like pressure, right? The pressure of the pump. Okay, so in PLC we will look the ladder diagram of the lamp with pump. Means lamp is glowing with pump. Okay, so if a lamp test switch is closed, okay, a test switch is also there. Means before running, we normally test the pump, right? So a test switch is also there, and the output is taken, right? So if there should be an output from the lamp, input from both the pump and pressure sensors are required, right? Then a pressure pump and pressure, these two inputs are taken, right? Hence and logic is used. So for this reason, because pump and pressure we are using two parameters, right? Two sensors we are using, so AND function is used, and OR logic is used for the input condition, right? So and to end the program, the end function or RET function instruction is used. Okay. So this was a very simple example, that pressure and pump. If if we switch on the pump, then and if the pressure is very normal, then it will glow the lamp. Okay. If any severe condition happens, pump is operating its maximum and pressure is also unstable, then the pump will will not work. Okay, then the lamp will not glow. Okay, this was a very simple example, right? Now consider one very interesting example. We know in every company or any cafe, we see the drink machine, right? Drink machine is there, means drink machine is actually a coffee machine or a tea machine, right? So there will be a sugar there will be milk, hot water. Okay, so how actually this machine works? Okay, how actually this machine works? So the everybody we will see after. Okay, now, first we will focus on this ladder diagram, right? So if we represent one push button T I 0.0, okay, then another NC button coffee I 0.1, coin I 0.2, and the output is taken, right? So in the beginning, right, if I think if I say I want to drink a coffee or a tea, okay, let's say tea, I want to drink a tea, so I will go to the machine and insert the coin, right? Suppose I have 10 rupees coin, the 10 rupees tea is there, so I'll just insert the coin there. Okay, so the coin is inserted only once, right? Then only after that we will get a tea, prepared tea, right? So address of coin is similar, right? See, I 0.2 in the second rung, I 0.2, I 0.2, I 0.2, I 0.2, right? And so for every rung, let's say I want tea, right? So I'll put a coin. Okay, then the circuit will be closed, right? After inserting the coin, the circuit will be closed, and I will press the T option. The T option is connected to I 0.0 address, so the circuit will become complete, right? And the output we will get a T, means suppose there is a tea powder in there, so the tea powder is inserted into the cup, right? Similarly, if I want a coffee, then I'll just insert the coin, or I'll just insert a coin, then I'll press the coffee button, right? Then coin is already inserted, right? Coffee we have pressed, and tea is already closed, so the circuit will become complete. And after pressing the coffee powder will be dropped in the cup, right? Then we have to add the sugar, right? Already we have inserted the coin, I 0.2 is already closed. Then sugar will be when we press the sugar button, then the sugar will be dropped in the cup. Similarly, the milk. Okay, so this is the example. If see, this output causes hot water to enter. Okay, so the third option is the hot water. Actually, it is not given in there. We have to also if we are taking a coffee, right, so we need a hot water. So hot water is inserted once we have inserted the coin, automatically the hot water is inserted into the cup. So this was a very simple example, right? After this example, you might get some idea about how the ladder programming works. So this is the very simple push button programming. Okay, so if we press the button, the circuit becomes complete and the current starts to flow, and it will operate the machine. Okay, similarly, so you can remember this ladder diagram very easily. And also after preparing a diagram or ladder diagram, we have to end the program also, right? So end function is used, and end instruction is used to end the program, so that the machine will understand that the process has stopped. Okay, now in the similar way, the FBD of drinking machine is represented. FBD is function block diagram. So using function, so the first, if we say here a tea and coffee is inserted in one block, right? So is greater than or equal to 1 represent the OR function. If I want a tea or a coffee, if I press a T, then T will be greater than 1, right? So to T will be forwarded, and after inserting the coin, right, the coin is represented, and after, if T tea and coin will come in the next block, that is AND block, right? This is the AND block. So tea and coffee will be given in the further block, and then we will multiply that. Means AND is a multiplication, right? So it is actually inserted in the FBD form so that the process gets completed. Similarly, this milk and coil is there, and sugar and coil is ANDed. So I think with this example you have got some idea about how the ladder programming actually works. Okay, so in the next videos we will see also some more examples, so that more concepts will be clear to you. And kindly watch my previous videos also. In that I have explained basics of PLC. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.